There's something so beautiful and romantic about that era, 1960s, where people are now starting to open up to the idea about having a dream, where it's there's just like this glimmer of hope underneath all the scenes. Hello, K-lovers. Aku Tiffany Young. I hope you can enjoy it, and don't forget to watch UNCLE SAMSIK on Disney+. Terima kasih.
First question from us. Could you tell me your first reaction when you read about your character, Rachel Jung? What's the charm of this character that you made you eager to act as Rachel?
What I immediately loved about Rachel is the way she changes the air in the room when she comes on screen. She definitely has a presence, and she shakes things up in the best way, and it's kind of, you know, I feel lucky to have such a character in such a world full of other strong characters. The script was something I really gravitated towards, and you know, being a woman in the political business landscape in the 1960s was unheard of, especially in Korea. So I feel fortunate to be able to take up space and wanting to take up space as that character in that world.
So how does it feel to act alongside big names such as Song Kang-ho, Lee Kyu-hyun, John Yo-han? Was there any memorable moment on set with them?
I went to visit set when they were shooting their triangle scene, which aired yesterday. And that was such an intense scene. And to watch them put that scene together, I was so lucky to just see how they move and how they work. You know, it still feels like a dream to me to be on set with him, that I was on set with him and now doing promo. And I mostly had scenes with Pyeonyeon, who plays Kim San, so I owe it all to him because he really was generous with his time and his ideas in bringing our scenes and my character to life. Thanks, John.
You also acted on musical. So what is the difference between acting on stage with acting in front of camera for the set?
You know, throughout my career, I've been fortunate enough to be doing theater acting and screen acting. So the script itself and the structure of it is so different. Being on stage, it's about projecting it and getting your point across within that time live, versus the screen has a lot more prep around it, if you're lucky. And, you know, there's a lot of flexibility and a lot of ideas going back and forth in front on set. So I think the biggest difference would be, you know, trying to get my point across versus showing a point. And that was the big difference between Rachel and Roxy in this season for me.
When you watch the series on screen, what is your first impression about the setting, the costumes, and other things about the 60s eras that are depicted?
There's something so beautiful and romantic about that era, 1960s, where people are now starting to open up to the idea about having a dream, where there's just like this glimmer of hope underneath all the scenes, and it shows in the set design, the wardrobe, the angle, the camera angle, the lighting. I really thought the set itself and the edit, like just the mood of the whole project was romantic in its own way, where it's just constantly like struggling and fighting to reach for a dream.
So aside from Rachel Jung, who is the character in UNCLE SAMSIK that becomes your favorite, and why do you think so?
I love Kim San's character. I think he's so romantic. I think there's something so like vulnerable and naive about him, that like he wants to give back to other people. I love that about his character. And as Rachel, I think Rachel would love UNCLE SAMSIK. I think if they teamed up, they would be a pretty cool pair too.
For the last question from us, could you please mention three things about Uncle Samsik that you would like to highlight to all Indonesian audiences?
Three things I would like to highlight about Uncle Samshik to the Indonesian fans. A, that it stars the legendary Song Kang-ho in his first TV series. Number two, it's my first principal role as well. So I hope you guys enjoy a new version of me that I'm actually getting used to myself. And number three, that it's just a great story, and it's something that we can all connect to in terms of it's not just about Korea, but it's about the human spirit, about wanting to continue to dream and hope and fight after what you want and put food on the table.